If you're coming into the new year feeling like you didn't achieve what you wanted to, or that you didn't become the person you promised yourself you would, I'm not here to hype you up or give you false expectations. I'm here to give you a reset that doesn't require you to beat yourself up first. Because pressure doesn't change people. Permission does. The new year is a bit of a strange one, isn't it? It's one day on the calendar, but it can feel like a full emotional audit of the last 12 months of your life. And if you've had a hard year or a chaotic year, or a year when you survived more than you progressed, this moment can feel less like new beginnings and more like a verdict. Like the world is saying, so, did you do enough? Did you fix everything? Did you do better? And if you're a parent or a carer or someone carrying a lot of weight on your shoulders, sometimes the truth is you didn't have the luxury of a tidy year. You had a real year full of ups and downs and not a lot of time to fix much other things apart from what was in front of you in the moment. So today, I want to do something different with you. Instead of talking about New Year's resolutions, let's instead try for a New Year's reflection. Because a New Year's resolution is putting yourself under pressure before the New Year's really started in most cases. But a New Year's reflection gives you a moment that doesn't turn into a self-attack. The whole point of a reflection is it's not supposed to be a punishment. It's not there to prove that you failed or you underachieved or you overachieved. A reflection is simply these two questions, okay? First of all, what did I carry and what did it cost me? Yeah, because that's a fair question to ask at the end of a year, particularly if you've had a difficult one. And the second question is this: what do I want to carry differently now? That's it, right? Not how do I reinvent myself, not what's my 5-year plan, not how do I become unstoppable, right? Just what's the one direction I want to head in this year. So this video, right, this reflection has 3 core questions behind it, all right? Question 1 is this: what did I survive this year? Not what did you achieve, not what did you post, not what boxes did you tick. What did you survive this year? Because survival is not nothing. Keeping your family afloat is not nothing. Getting through the weeks where you were empty and you had nothing left to give and you carried on anyway is not nothing. So if you're sitting there thinking, I didn't do enough, I didn't get done what I wanted to do, I want you to try saying this instead. Even if it's just quietly to yourself, you don't even have to say it out loud. Just think these words. I survived things that did not show up on the calendar. And if nobody clapped for that, if nobody cheered you on for that, I am here cheering you on for it right now. The second question of the 3 questions in the New Year's reflection is this: what pattern kept repeating itself? Right? You're not trying to find out whether you're broken. You're not trying to find out whether it was your fault. What you're doing subconsciously is understanding that you are human. Because you might have been carrying too much in silence, snapping quicker than you wanted to, scrolling to escape what was happening around you, saying I'm fine when you weren't, promising rest and never taking it, starting strong, then fading, then feeling guilty. Whatever it was, right, whatever moment comes back to you, we're not bringing it up right here and now. We're not bringing it up to shame anybody for it. We're not bringing it up to make anyone feel bad for it. Because the reason we're naming it is because it stops running the show at that point, right? The most dangerous loops are the ones that aren't loud, that we don't name. They're quiet. They're normalized. They become just how it is. And the first step out of a loop is simply noticing that you're in one. Question number 3. Question number 3. What is one small change that will protect you this year? Not transform you, protect you. Maybe it's a 60-second pause before you react. Maybe it's one honest conversation a week. Going to bed half an hour earlier. Leaving your phone downstairs at night. 5 minutes of silence in the car before you walk back into the house or before you walk into work. Drinking water before coffee. 1 walk a week. No headphones, just you. It doesn't even have to be a walk. You could just take 5 minutes sat outside or sat inside in a quiet, calm space. And here is the key. This is the really important part with this. At no point am I going to say to you, take an hour out of your day. Take X time out of your life. Because if you're anything like me, you don't have an hour in your day. People say take an hour of your day to me, and I say to them, I don't have an hour in my week. But here is the key point with this, and this is why it's so effective. It has to be small enough, this reset, that your life can actually hold it the way it is right now. Because the point is not trying to become a different person. It's trying to become more of the person you want to be with less surrounding noise. Now, if you want something small that you can carry around with you, that just gives you a bit of an insight on where you're at the time, there's something I've been building called the 5 stages of emotional awareness. There is a PDF. I'll link it in the description for you guys, all right? And it's 5 simple stages, okay? Pause, acknowledge, regulate, reframe, respond. That sounds like a long time to do all of that. At the start, it's simply learning to see that process. Once you've been doing it for 4 weeks, 6 weeks, once you've been doing it for long enough, you become that process. And that is emotional strength. Not the absence of struggle, but the ability to steer yourself and keep both hands on the wheel of life when struggle shows up. And the new year is the perfect time to practice this. Not because you have to, but because you deserve a calmer life. So here's what I want you to try today or tomorrow, okay? Here's a simple reset that I'd like you to try. And let me know in the comments if it helps, by the way. This is not a resolution, it's a direction, okay? Pick one sentence that becomes the basis on which you build your resets into next year. I mean, here's a few that you can borrow that I've already written out, okay? I'm not behind. I'm rebuilding. I'm carrying less on purpose. I'm responding slower so I can live better. I've stopped fighting myself. The small changes count. And if all you can manage today is to sit quietly and admit you're tired, that still counts. Because awareness is the start of change. If nobody has told you this yet, you're not failing because you feel heavy. You're not weak because you feel like you need a reset. You're not alone in how you're carrying life. This is what Dad-Vod is all about. Relate, hope, belong. And this year, we will build a community that focuses on that. Our own version of Rome. One brick, one reset, one day at a time. So if that sounds good to you, I'll see you on the next one.